So you can learn a lot when you venture outside your comfort zone, especially when it comes to baking. Today we're going to break from tradition and make a pumpkin dessert that's fantastic for Thanksgiving. I'm back with Chef Barbara Mojon Gugnoni. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
You always make such fun, unique desserts for us.
Oh, thanks.
And today's really no different. We're making pumpkin whoopie pies.
Pumpkin whoopie pies, that's right.
Kind of a twist on the original whoopie pie, which is usually chocolate.
Yeah. Nowadays they're doing, whoopie pies in every flavor, red velvet, lemon, pumpkin, whatever. But whoopie pies originated, everybody thinks they originated in Pennsylvania, but they're actually from the Boston area, they're New England. And from 1926 there was a bakery started making whoopie pies. And supposedly a baker had extra cake batter, and they put it on a cookie sheet because they didn't know what to do with it. And when they came out of the oven, they really liked what they looked like, so they went whoopie pies.
Oh my gosh, I get it. The history of the whoopie pies. So they're little cakes,
they're little
sandwiched
cakes
together
with what, instead of frosting on the top of the cake, you put it in the center as the filling.
I love it. All right, let's get started.
All right, so we have white sugar and brown sugar here, and we're just going to add some melted butter.
Okay.
The really nice thing about this recipe is you don't have to use like an electric mixer or anything.
That's great. One less thing to clean.
Exactly. I mean, it's so fast and easy. The only thing that takes a little bit of pre-planning, but you don't have to do it.
Okay.
If you don't end up with the time, is I take canned pumpkin and I add maple syrup to it. And then I cook it down to evaporate some of the moisture, and it concentrates the flavor of the pumpkin. These would be just as delicious if you didn't do that. But so you whisk together the melted butter and the sugars, and then you add in 2 eggs. You do one at a time just to make sure they're incorporated well.
Okay.
And then you'll do the second egg. We have some vanilla and the pumpkin.
Great.
So those will be all your wet ingredients. And then we'll just add to that our dry ingredients, which is flour and a whole bunch of good spices, cinnamon and nutmeg and ginger.
I love it.
Yeah, so all those wonderful fall Thanksgiving type flavors. And the nice thing about this is, they're pick up, grab and go. The kids will love them. Not all kids love pumpkin pie.
That's true.
I think they're going to all like these, because who wouldn't like a little cake?
Sure, it's such a fun recipe.
Yeah.
While you're mixing this up, we're also celebrating Veterans Day today.
We
Barbara.
are.
And we missed your dad. Sometimes he's here.
I
He's
know,
not here
today he didn't come with us.
But tell us a little bit about your dad.
Oh, my dad, he did 20 years in the Army. He was sort of all over the place. He had to leave my sisters and I and my mom. It's because he had to go, he was in Vietnam, he was in Korea, so. But he's great. He keeps going. He got out after 20 years and had 2 different careers after that. And
really?
Yeah. So, and now he's totally retired, and he usually comes with me.
I know. Usually he's
I couldn't get him out of bed this morning. He wouldn't come with me. So
he's celebrating the holiday.
He is. So there we go. We have our pumpkin mixture all done. We're going to add in our flour. Do it in sort of 2 stages, or else you'll have a flour storm all over your kitchen.
That happens.
You don't want. Yeah.
Now you have the oven preheated?
The oven's preheated to 350.
Okay.
And we have these cute little...
These are great. Everything's going to be the same size.
They are. So you can make the mini ones, or you can make the regular size ones, whichever you feel like.
The minis are bite-sized.
They really are. Those are dangerous, because you can eat way too many of those too quickly. So let's get this all mixed together, and then you can scoop out a few.
Great. Are you working on your Thanksgiving menu?
I am.
You are.
Yeah. Well, amazingly enough, you guys always see me doing baked goods, but I'm in charge of the gravy every year.
Is that right? That's your job. Do you have any secret ingredients or any tips for us gravy makers?
Well, you know what I do is, gravy's such a pain in the neck because you have to do it at the last second when the turkey comes out of the oven. You're trying to get everything done in time. So I actually roast turkey legs and thighs like a week beforehand.
Okay.
So I get all the drippings off of those. Then I make my stock from the leftover bones of those. And I make gravy like a week in advance, and I put it in the freezer, and then I bring it and it's done.
I love that. It's a great tip.
And then people can still do it afterwards if they want leftover gravy, but you don't have to do it the last second then.
Great plan.
So this is for you.
All right, we have about a minute. Oh, I just put my hands in that.
All right, well, if we have
really
a minute left, you want to try decorating some?
Yes,
All right,
yes.
so of course we have it in the bag, or you can just use a spatula and
I like the bag.
frosting.
Let's
The
give the bag.
bags are fun, so you turn them upside down because you want the flat side.
Okay.
So you want to
There we go.
decorate your
And
flat
just a little
side.
bit, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Wow, this is delicious. This is a cream cheese frosting.
It is, but I put maple syrup in the cream cheese frosting.
Did.
So that helps
really
a little
good.
bit. And then you just top it off, and if you want put a little confectionery sugar on top, and
I love it. We'll make
voila.
one more. Oh, and
There
there's
you
little
go.
cakes. I love
They
this.
are.
Great idea. We're going to have the recipe over on WTNH.com. All you have to
Great.
do is click on style. And this is pretty easy. It feels like something little kids would get into, right?
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun to do it with your kids.
All right,
They
Barbara,
would
we're going
love
to dig
it.
into one of these at the end of the show. Thanks so much
Okay.
for being here.
Thank you.
And up next, we'll talk to author Ken Potty about his award-winning book series, When Style Returns.